buried in the field. Let's make that treasure the church. The treasure of all treasures, the church. To come to this treasure. We're sitting on Fort Knox, and we don't even know we're sitting on all this gold and silver and precious metal. We're sitting right on top of it. We pray that our eyes and ears and heart may be open to that. The treasure of the church. World Youth Day, Sydney, Australia. 500,000 people gathered around the Vicar of Christ. 170 countries. Guess what? No other church can do that. They don't have the vicar, and we don't have the unity to be able to do that. The treasure of the church. The gathering power of all these sinners who are being saved by Christ and being led by the Pope. Particularly moving moment for me of the trip was the Living Stations of the Cross. I don't know if you got to see any of that on the networks, but they did it up really big. It took 3 hours, and it was actors doing it, and we were stationed at the last station. So the last station of the cross, they come up on this ramp, and the crosses are literally 40 and 50 feet high. It's 43, 44 degrees out. And the good thief and the bad thief are up the cross, basically naked. And the wind is whipping, and it's cold. And Jesus is battered, and they put him on the cross. And we see this. We see in his body and his blood him dying for us. And it's real. It's his body and it's his blood. And I begin to weep. And everyone around me is weeping. His body and blood. Because it's our treasure. Our treasure of Jesus dying for us. The Stations of the Cross. And then we have the example of our Pope laying down his life for us. First of all, and I know some of you can, but many of us maybe can't. Can you imagine being 81 years old and then leading the entire church on earth and laying down his life? The Pope is the rock star of all rock stars. But the difference between the Pope and rock stars is he cares whether we go to heaven or hell. And he's laying down his life for our salvation. Pope means bridge. He's laying down his life for our salvation. The treasure of the church. Do we know? Do we pray to know? Do we dare to know? The last night of our journey, we're all pretty sick by then because it's long and harrowing, and tiring, and cold, and moving. But it was great. About 11:20 in the hall, I hear a girl crying out, "Is there a priest around here? Is there a priest?" So I was just getting ready to go to sleep, and I said, "I'm a priest." So I opened the door and I said, "What do you need?" She goes, "We need some help. Sergio fell down in his head." I said, "I'll be right there." So I come down into the lobby of the hotel. Sergio was from San Francisco. He had fallen down, and he was kind of out of it and really hurting. And just was able to go there and say a prayer and to be with him during that time. Sergio, about 16, 17 years ago, was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and he has dealt with this for 16 or 17 years. And the doctor said it was terminal at that point, within a couple of years when he was diagnosed. And he was still going. He was there. He said, "Father, this is my 8th World Youth Day." And I had a lot of feelings and thoughts and emotions, because this man is younger than myself. I'm like, God, why? Why does he have to go through this? And I was trying to be open to what God was teaching me and showing me through this. And I was looking at Sergio with his brain tumor, lying flat on the floor here at World Youth Day. And I was thinking, there's someone who's sold out. They're sold out for the treasure of the church. They're here, and they keep going and going. He could be at home with his brain tumor, and he continues to